Hey, we're back again with our Tuesday new books. We got some fiction and nonfiction again for you this week. First one is Isabelle Allende, a novel called Violeta. This sweeping novel from the New York Times best-selling author of A Long Pearl of the Sea, Petal of the Sea, tells the epic story of Violeta de Valle, a woman whose life spans 100 years and bears witness to the greatest upheavals of the 20th century. Violeta. Next one, Greenwich Park, a novel by Faulkner, a twisty, whip-smart debut thriller as electrifying as The Girl on the Train, about impending motherhood, unreliable friendships, and the high price of keeping secrets. Fiona and Jane by Jean Chen Ho, a witty, warm, and irreverent book that traces the lives of two young Taiwanese American women as they navigate friendship, sexuality, identity, and heartbreak over 2 decades. Best friends since 2nd grade. This next one, Shit Cassandra Saw, Gwen E. Kirby, is Margaret Atwood meets Buffy in these funny, warm, and furious stories of women at their breaking points, from Hellenic times to today. Gwen Kirby. Next one, The Accomplice by Lisa Lutz. Quirky characters, humor in unexpected places, and a twisty but plausible plot keep the pages turning. That's hard to say, plausible. Readers will be torn between eagerness to get to the bottom of the novel's mysteries and a reluctance for the adventure to end. The Accomplice. Honor by Thridi Amragar. It's a Reese's book club with Reese Witherspoons. In this riveting and immersive novel, best-selling author Thridi Amragar tells the stories of two couples and the sometimes dangerous and heartbreaking challenges of love across a cultural divide. The Hummingbird, a novel by Sandro Veronese, the #1 international sensation from a Master of European Literature, winners of Italy's 2020 Premio Strega, a saga of a Florentine family from the 1960s to the present that brilliantly captures the power of history and the multifaceted experience of life itself as it explores how we contend with uncontrollable forces that both buffet and buoy us. Hummingbird. Joan is Okay by Wei Wang. This takes us into the heart of the matter, death, dysfunction, and the chronic misapprehension that passes between people of good intentions. The miracle that emerges then is just how funny this book is, how compassionate and visionary. Joan is Okay. The Goodbye Coast, a Philip Marlowe novel by Joe Ide. Joe Ide reinvents Raymond Chandler's seductive and relentless detective, Philip Marlowe, and brings him boldly into life in contemporary Los Angeles. The Christie Affair by Nina de Gromont. Why would the world's most famous mystery writer disappear for 11 days? What makes a woman desperate enough to destroy another woman's marriage? How deeply can a person crave revenge? Charles Todd, A Game of Fear, an Inspector Ian Rutledge mystery. In this installment of the acclaimed series, Scotland Yard's Ian Rutledge is faced with his most perplexing case yet, a murder with no body and a killer who can only be a ghost. My last fiction, The Lady's Mind by Francine Rivers. 1875, when Catherine Walsh arrives in tiny Calvada, a mining town nestled in the Sierra Nevadas, falling in love is the furthest thing from her mind. Banished from Boston by her wealthy stepfather, she has come to claim an inheritance from an uncle she never knew. A defunct newspaper office on the main street overflowing with brothels and saloons, and a seemingly worthless mine. The lady's mine.
Alright, and then non-fiction, to start with, we've got Blockchain and Web 3.0, Social, Economic, and Technological Challenges.
It's all Greek to me.
Then we have Fear of Black Consciousness, that's by Lewis R. Gordon. This book is called Aftermath, Life and the Fallout of the Third Reich, 1945 to 1955, by Harold Yonner. This book from Thomas Insel is called Healing, Our Path from Mental Illness to Mental Health. Then we have Lost and Found from Catherine Schultz. This is a memoir of hers. We have South to America, A Journey Below the Mason-Dixon to Understand the Soul of a Nation from Imani Perry. We've got Catch the Sparrow from Rachel Rear. It's a search for a sister and the truth of her murder. More locally focused book, Leland Kent's book called Abandoned Alabama, Exploring the Heart of Dixie. Then we have A Taste for Poison, 11 Deadly Molecules and the Killers Who Used Them. That's from Neil Bradbury. Another true crime, When a Killer Calls, a haunting story of murder, criminal profiling, and justice in a small town. That's from John Douglas and Mark Olshaker. You might recognize them if you've read the book Mindhunter. They're the same authors, so if you enjoyed that, check that one out. Then we have Lightning Striking, 10 Transformative Moments in Rock and Roll from Lenny Kaye. And finally, we have Vincent by Barbara Stoke.
It's a graphic novel.
I say it looks like it's a graphic novel.
Yeah.
So it's going to have lots of beautiful illustrations along with a look into Vincent Van Gogh's life.
Thanks for joining us again. Come by the library and check them out. Thank you.
Bye.